KO Artist Sports here with Ken Porter after his son's victory over, well, I guess not victory, but pretty much dominating performance against.
Performance, definitely. I'm very happy with the performance. He listened very well. He showed so much poise, and he showed speed. He showed quickness. He showed offense. He showed defense. He showed, the ability to navigate this ring just like it's his, and that's what he's supposed to do. He came out of it without a scratch, so I'm very happy with his performance, and now he put a cap on all of his training he's been doing. Sean only took a week off since the Bronner fight, 1 week off, and then he worked the whole way since then, and so this was something that he needed to do so he could put it behind him, and now he's done that. He's going to get a week off, come back, work light for about a week, and go again, so I'm very happy with what he did tonight.
I was actually going to ask, was the idea behind kind of having this fight, once you guys heard Thurman had the accident and was hurt, were you just like kind of dead set on he needs to have some type of like fight atmosphere or something?
He needed to have the atmosphere. He needed to be in there with somebody he didn't know. He never met Leonardo before. He never sparred with him. He never seen him fight before. He needed to be in there with somebody that was trying to give it everything they got. I felt like Leonardo could have did more, but then Sean was doing a lot of things to discourage him.
Definitely, he was talking a lot in there too. Have you ever had that much of a conversation with an opponent?
No, not that much. Never had that much. But like I just told Sean during that, and that's a great thing about a guy like Leonardo Tyner. Being a veteran, he's tricky, can say different things to you to get you out of your game plan. And if he was able to get Sean mad or something and Sean was to go swinging wild with him, maybe he'd land that crazy punch, and he could do it to you. He's got quite a few knockouts.
Was the idea behind Tyner the fact that like he's been in the ring with Vargas, he's been in the ring with Canelo in like actual real fights and never been stopped? Was that kind of the idea you wanted, a guy durable?
Definitely that, but mostly it was because he was Keith Thurman's sparring partner for the last 2 camps. So he knows a lot about Keith, so we are going to get a lot of information from him. We're going to keep Tyner around for a little while.
Okay. Get some inside info?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's all about getting better at what we're doing and being prepared.
Speaking of Keith Thurman, obviously the fight scheduled for June 25th.
Excited about that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Any idea where that's going to land?
No, I have no problem with the fact that it's no longer in Connecticut. That was not my first choice, but we would have fought him in a Walmart parking lot. It wouldn't matter. Now, I'm hearing things like maybe L.A., maybe New York. They haven't said Vegas, but I'll be, throwing Vegas out there to him, so we're hoping it's all of those things.
If Keith Thurman saw this, which I'm sure he did, what kind of message would you like to send to him as far as kind of having seen his performance and going forward kind of into your guys' fight?
It's a great message when you look and say, wow, this guy was ready for me, and he just went 12 hard rounds, and, I wasn't able to do it tonight, so I got to get myself together. So, he's got some climbing to do. We're already where we needed to be. We showed that tonight. Now we just need to maintain and sharpen up, stay sharp, and come in there fresh and take that title from him.
I asked Sean that I told him, well, your dad said that you have to leave for like a week. Asked him where he's going to go. He's like, oh, man, I'm going to go to bed. Like, how do you get this guy out of here? He just wants to work all the time.
You know what? I think what I'm going to ask him to do as far as going to bed is concerned, maybe go visit his mom. Go visit his mom, and just if he doesn't really want to go anywhere and do anything, go visit his mom and just be around her. She lives in Atlanta. Go visit your mom and just be with family.
Tell us about this gym you have. It's like a gym from the future here. You got like a hyperbaric chamber behind me,
Yeah, it's not a gym. Jim is the white guy that comes to Las Vegas, and he's looking for escorts, But no, this is the High Performance Center. We've got a lot of things going on here. A lot of our equipment is not even out here today. In the back, we've got cryogenics. You know about the freezing machine. We've got hot tub. We've got massage room. We've got a dry heat sauna being built over there behind you. We've got a altitude enclosure that can, raise you above the sea level, 20,000 feet. We can run on a treadmill in there. We've got a bag hanging in there. You can hit the bag in there. It's a lot of things that we're doing here to create better conditioning, not just for boxers, but also other athletes, elite athletes, NFL football players, NBA basketball players. The first enclosure we got from the Phoenix Suns, and then I had mine customized and built to my specifics that was much bigger and larger, and we sent that one back. So this is the one we have now. No one else has what we've got going on. And, with our ring here, we've got cameras, we've got monitors. There's a computer right there so we can actually video and interact with what's going on in the ring. We can telestrate. I telestrate on the monitor while guys are in the ring sparring. I can slow it down. I can draw on it with a stylist. We can measure, the width of his feet, if his hands are down, what punches he's landing. We also have a punch counter on our computer that actually can count the punches that are being thrown per round. So we're doing a lot of things that other guys aren't doing, and these are things that I've always done from my mind. I've always, I've got a background in medical history, going to medical school for a year, so, keeping up with his pulse and his respiration, heart rate and things like that is something we do daily, so we know down to the heartbeat what type of condition that Sean is in, and he's in excellent shape.
This is definitely a gym. If you're an athlete, you need and you're by Vegas, you definitely need to stop by here. I just want to say thank you very much, sir, for having us here today, and really appreciate the time as always. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, and I greatly appreciate you. You can leave that hat.
Right. I see we have the same style of hat. I see that.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.